Welcome, Toni Tesler, ToniStamps. That is me. Today, September class, online class. And I am sure you were wondering, is she even going to be online today? Because, yeah, it's been a week. So, been a lot of drama. But we're over that. So, I'm just going to wait a few minutes, maybe 1 minute, and see if anybody pops on. But then I'm just going to get into it because most of you watch this later anyway. So it is Monday, September 13th. So just to give you an idea, if you're one of my new subscribers for this on YouTube later. So every month I run an online class. The class itself is free. That's what I'm presenting tonight and tomorrow. Hey, Julie. So that's the second Monday and Tuesday of every month. And I've been going on at 8 o'clock at night. So that's where you'll find me. And I will get this loaded up to YouTube ASAP. Tonight, I think I'm actually going to get it done. I think we're just going to be doing it tonight. Because we're making the project, you're going to make 2 of these. But I'm only going to make 1 of them for you. So the class itself is free, like I said. The kit, if you want the optional class packet that has all the stuff in it, that is available. That's $36 this month, and that includes shipping. If you have your own materials, you go for it. You make your own stuff. I would love to see what you make. Post it over in my Toni's Stamping and Sharing group. I'd love to see that. If you have different papers or a different style box, I like to see it all. Hey, Peggy. So, 2 quick things, and then I'm going to get into September class. So just a reminder, this is September workshop. This aired the first Thursday of the month, and this code is good all month. And you're either going to get the cute stars embellishment or your choice of one of the hostess sets out of the mini catalog, depending on your order amount. And this is all, the information is on my blog. Hey, Tracy. So ToniStamps.blogspot.com. And then at the top of the blog page, there's like workshop of the month, learn at home. That's what I call my online classes. So all that's there. So next thing, bingo. I've got 4 people signed up. I need 10 in order to have this. So I need 6 more players in 10 days, right? That's the 23rd. So not this Thursday, but next Thursday. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to be using the new snowman set, Snow Buddy Better. But if you have any snowman set for the make and takes, anything that's similar sized, it's going to work. So look through your stuff, see what you have, and I'd love to have you. All the prizes are going to be new stuff, like winter themed stuff from the the mini catalog and the regular catalog. So you'll love it. It's all good stuff. Okay, let's get into today, our packet. So I'm going to pull out all the stuff that's in our packet. So today I've been wanting to make these mini albums. Let me just get into it, right? The important things are the dates. So the RSVP date is next Wednesday or Thursday. I think Wednesday, the 22nd. And then I order on the 23rd. I'm probably going to express ship stuff because some of the things are on back order. But I expect to mail out packets by September 29th. And this is going to be on my the Learn at Home page also with all those details. But let's just pull stuff out. So class packet. You get this fancy holder that I have found. These are from Amazon. I think it's supposed to be waterproof, but it holds 8.5 by 11 paper. And I feel like that's good to protect the corners and everything. You know, I like it. I still haven't figured out how to mail 12 by 12 easily. So we don't have to deal with that yet. All right, what do you get in your kit? So in addition to the bag, you're going to get 4 pieces. These are for your albums. So we're going to be making 2 Tombstone albums in this class. All right, using the Tombstone treat boxes. You're going to get 2 pieces of basic gray, which is the darker, 2 pieces of smoky slate. And I need to make a pile for this stuff. Oy. So it can go back in here. You're also going to get a half a piece of white, Whisper White or Basic White. I keep messing that up. This is just for extras. Like if you need to cut some tags or, you know, do something, it's just there. You're also going to get a 1/4 pack of the cute Halloween papers. Now, for those of you that got the paper shares, we didn't realize that this was 6 pieces each of 8 patterns. So when I looked at the, you know, the catalog, it says 48 sheets. Well, that's easy. Divide it by 4, everybody gets 12 sheets. Well, the 6 pieces of each pattern throws you off, because how do you divide 6 into 4 or 4 into 6? So everybody gets 1.5 sheets. So that's what you're going to get. So of every pattern, 1.5 sheets. And this is going to work out anyway. Who thought Flirty Flamingo would be good for Halloween? I mean, it's cute, especially with the Highland Heather. So I love these papers. I love this. This reminds me of Beetlejuice, even though actually this one does too. The back of this with the white stripes. So that's, I love that. These, I've been cutting these guys out by hand, and then the houses. So good stuff. All right, so you're going to get a 1/4 pack of that. You are also going to get 3 yards each of the black and white gingham and the white glittered organdy. Now, both of these are on back order until the week of the 20th, so next week. So it should not interfere with me having to order anything, but that's that. So 3 yards each of that. And I'm leaving these out because I need them. Then you're going to get the 2 Tombstone treat boxes. Now you'll notice, let me put these together. One is smaller than the other, okay? And that's because whenever you have a box, like a 2-piece box, the top has to be a little bit bigger than the bottom in order to shut it. So that's how you'll know you have the right. These smaller ones, these are the bottom. The bigger ones, this is the top. So you're going to get 2 of these. All right. You're also going to get a 1/2 pack of the cute stars. And they really are cute. All right. Then you're going to get a packet of all sorts of die cuts and wonderfulness that I have run through. I'm mostly using the Frightful Tags dies for this project, which, by the way, these are on low inventory. So if you have ordered these or thinking about it, you might not want to wait too much longer if you want stuff in time for Halloween. Okay? So I mostly use those. Then I also used my Ornate Frames dies. I'm still liking these for tombstones. That's what we're going with. And then I used one of the new Christmas ones. But so all your pieces are die cut, and there's no particular plan for everything. It's just so you can have it. So you've got some tags here. These are the new, well, not new. It's a postcard or postage stamp, large postage stamp punch. So we've got Highland Heather, Pumpkin Pie, and Flirty Flamingo. So you will use these as you want. Then we've got 2 labels. These I ran through with the macrame folder, and you'll see in a minute how I use them. You have 4 spider webs. 1 out of the Bedazzling, 1 out of Vellum, 1 out of regular black cardstock, which you can run your Wink of Stella over this and make it sparkly. So don't forget that. And then 1 out of black glimmer paper. All right, so 4 spider webs. Then we've got 2 moons, purple and Mango Melody or yellow. I can't remember. This is from the ombre glitter paper. So there's like a blue, a red, the purple, and the yellow. So everybody's moon or circle is going to be different depending on where it lines up on my paper, because it's like it goes light to dark. So that's that. You'll also get a bunch of tags from the Ornate Layers dies, tombstones, these more labels from the Halloween, the Frightful dies. Like I said, no real plan. You're going to have some, freestyle. 2 trees, 2 witches' hats, and just out of the basic black, 2 fences, and then 2 owls out of soft suede. So that's your die cut pack. Ugh. All right, now let me move this. And let's show you. I love it. So I was very excited when I very first saw the Tombstone boxes. I immediately thought, oh, I got to make a little mini album kit out of this because it's so cute. So I thought it was all clever. I had this planned out for a month, and then I saw somebody else, another demo, did one maybe a week or two ago. Now she did hers differently, but still, I just love it. So I went for a style of book that you just pull it out. And this, I don't know if they call them infinities or what, but the idea is you just flip it over. So hold on, let's untie it. I did not want to tape this down in here. All right. Actually, let's go back here. See how we still have that much room left? That's because when you add pictures, that's going to poof this up. All right. So this is a mini accordion album. Okay. The idea is these pages are big enough to fit 2x3 pages or pictures. So, hey Vicky, 2x3 is wallet size, which you can order. I've looked, you can order them that way. I think you may have to order like a whole sheet of them, the same thing. My other idea is take your regular 4x6 pictures and cut them apart, cut them down. So if you had a picture that, you know, the people were at this, you know, like right here, like say 2x4, just cut that picture in half and still put them here and here, and your mind fills in the gap and it still looks like one continuous picture. So I only decorated every third panel thinking that, you know, I want at least 2 pictures. You could do every 3, every 4, you know, whatever. But I put minimal decorations. It's cute enough. So we go flip through this, flip, flip, flip. Then when we get to the end, then we flip it the other way, and then there's still more on the back. So I don't know if people call that infinity or I've seen some name for it. I can't remember. Now on the back side, we can see the little join part, but that's not the end of the world. So this one I made with smoky slate. So we're going to make the other one tonight with basic gray. And it's 8:10. I think I can get this all done tonight and not have to go in tomorrow, but we'll see. All right, let me tie this back up just a little bit. Let's start with the box. All right, so the box comes with, I need my bone folder, oops, scissors, and I am going to add some liquid glue. All right, so like I said, Tombstone boxes. Let's tap these up. Smaller one, this is the bottom. Bigger one, this is the top. They both go together the same exact way. All right, so we're just gonna fold everything up, fold all our score marks. And if you didn't have these Tombstone boxes, you could just make your own box at home. I know I have dies that are in Tombstone shapes that I got a long time ago from Spellbinders. I don't even think they're available anymore, but it's possible. All right, so this has tape on it already, score tape here and here. I do not trust this by itself. So especially for these box type things. If it was red line tape, I trust that implicitly, but not the score tape. So the way this is going to go together, these tabs come up like this. This is going to fold over and then down like that. So I want to add some liquid glue over all of it. All right, so we're flipping up, and I'm trying to keep everything as tight as I can. And then I just have to hold this for a minute until this glue grabs, and I'm going to do the same thing. But it's so cute. Little 2x3 pictures. Oh, and you know what else is 2x3 pictures is, I can't do this with 2 hands. So I have one of those little cameras that makes the little Polaroids. These are 2x3. Actually, let me keep that out. So then we have that for sizing. That's one of those little Instamatic things. Okay, let's get this up. And I've seen some people making these with designer series paper, and you can do that. The base of it, of the album, I just think that's thinner. It's not as sturdy. I like cardstock better, especially for an album. That's just me. And I think keeping it like the number of panels that I ended up with, I think that'll be just right once I add pictures. Because right now it's about that thick, and when you add pictures, like, it should still fit in here. Okay, so that's as easy as it gets for putting together the box. And if you just wanted to put candy in these, you know, you could do that too. I just like little mini albums and Halloween. I will have to dig through my pictures to find some Halloween party pictures, but I have a bunch to choose from. All right, so more glue. Now I have switched for my card making glue. I'm using the Barely Art, and I also got the Art Glitter Glue. But for these kind of boxes and stuff, I'm still using my old Tombow. I have a box of it left, like maybe 10. Oh yeah, Peggy, you could use the HP Sprocket printer if you own one. That's right, somebody made me one of, printed something out at a crop one time with that. Does it print that size? Because I could have sworn hers made a bigger, it was bigger than 2x3. But yeah, that is a good idea. All right, more glue, boop, boop, boop. And then holding this down. So I'm squeezing these sides in, flip up and over, and then I'm gonna hold it. Yes, that size. Okay, so 2x3, interesting. And I assume you just like Wi-Fi it from your phone or something. I haven't looked at those because I thought it would be just as easy to order it. I've got glue squeezing out. To order something, where do I order mine from? Snapfish or Shutterfly or something. But honestly, I was probably just going to go through and cut up my Halloween pictures to make them smaller, because I know I have batches and batches. You know how years ago we would get doubles of everything just in case. I don't know why I did that, but that was the thing. Real film and print doubles. All right, so top of the box. And that fits on just like that. So easy. I would be careful when you're taking the boxes apart, just because I wouldn't want to like bend the sides of the bottom, but totally cute. All right, let's decorate this first. So with this one, and I'm going to do this opposite as far as the ribbon. So on this one, I started with the glittered organdy. And I eyeballed it. You're going to get 3 yards of this, or use what you have at home already. So I eyeballed what it would take, right about like that. That would go round loopy loopy. So let me see. I know that didn't make sense, but I was trying to eyeball 1, 2, because I want it to cover the front cover. Let me go this way. And that looks big enough. All right, so cut it. Now I want this to be, this is a double loop, and then lay it on top of each other. So we've got the 2 loops, 2 loops. All this in the center, I'm just going to staple it because I want it all to stay together. So let me just do that again so you can see. So I want to loop it twice. 1, 2, and that looks about right. And right here in the middle where they join, I'm just going to staple it. And it doesn't matter if I don't catch everything, I'm just laying it on here, just like that. Now for this part, I did use liquid glue at first, and that did not work out that well. So I'm going to use a little bit of sticky strip. I think you could add glue if you want, but you know, it was like soaking into the, and this was with the glittered organdy, it was soaking into the ribbon, wasn't really gonna dry. I need to pick that off. Where's my picker? Sprocket is Bluetooth. Okay. Yeah, I have not looked at that, but that is very interesting. All right, almost have this. Okay. All right, now we're taking that, so sticky strip, and I'm just gonna go boop, right in the middle. All this is gonna get covered up, okay? So don't have to worry about it. All right, now, since I'm doing opposites, I want 2 pieces of the glittered organdy. And again, I'm just eyeballing because I want it to go across like this. So that looks good. Let me get this out of the way. I tell you, the if you had the black glittered organdy, that is much stiffer and harder feeling than the white stuff. All right, and then same thing. I am crisscrossing these just a little bit, and staple, and then cut. All right, and then I'm just gonna lay these down, and I'm just catching it on the side of this tape. All right, we just need a little bit to hold it in place because there's other stuff that's gonna go right on top. So we're building that. Next, we have our embossed label. So this was from the new seasonal labels dies, and I just realized I'm sitting a little bit crooked. Seasonal labels dies, and it's one of the Christmas sets, and then I ran it through with the macrame folder. I didn't have anything Halloween-y, but I thought I like that macrame. So we need black dimensionals. Actually, you know what? If you don't have black dimensionals, this is what I want to show you. All right, let me move this. So if you don't have black dimensionals and you have some of this foam tape, or you could do it with regular dimensionals. As long as you have a black Sharpie, you can make any of this black. Okay? So let me get this going. Get that out of the way. I do have a black Sharpie here. Here we go. Let me make sure it's really black. Yep. So you just take the pointy end of your Sharpie and get down in here. See? Just run it down the side. Can you guys see that? And we'll just cover everything that we can see that is white. And that way, if you run out of black dimensionals or if you don't have them, the other thing is, if you are using other colors like Night of Navy, Espresso, if you have the same alcohol marker, whether it's a Stampin' Up! Or a different one, if you have the same shade, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to cover up, camouflage your white foam tape. Oh, this one. Okay. So see, that's kind of cool. All right, I do need this later. So then we just peel up our paper. I used black dimensionals on the first one I made, but I just wanted to show you guys that. All right, now this, I'm just trying to eyeball it center-ish and press it down. So again, all that extra foam is sticking down on our ribbon also. Okay, everything's hanging out. That's good. All right, next, I'm going to pick one of my spider webs. And actually, from my pile, I'm going to go with the vellum one. Now, I don't know if I use the Wink Stella on this. I'm just going to try it. I don't know if it dries really well, but we'll see. Yeah, I like the bedazzling and the black glimmer paper. And then I thought, well, vellum would be good. Then you could really color it any color you wanted. All right, we'll see if this stays on the vellum. I see it a little bit, mostly on my hands. Ugh. All right, now this, a little bit of glue. Just a tiny bit to hold it. Oh, I bet this is running out. And I do have it kind of off to the side a little bit. Let me hold that there for a minute. Do. Good enough. Okay. Actually, I'm done with this for now. And I'm done with my stapler for now. All right, let's do Tombstone. So you can doll yours up any way you want, but I am going to make this easy on myself and make this pretty similar to what I already did. And I want, oh, my stamps, duh. So I'm using Banner Year and the new Little Delights. So these are the two stamp sets I'm using. Banner Year, using some of the things from there, and Little Delights. We've got Trick or Treat and Ghoulish Delights and the bats. All right, so Happy Haunting, and I'm going to do that in the Memento Black. I think I could do Trick or Treat also. Yeah, that'll fit. Let's do Trick or Treat. Why not? Hopefully that's straight-ish. Good enough. All right. Then a witch's hat. And let me wipe this off. Yeah, I tell you, I was like 7:58 and I realized I hadn't wet my my chamois, so a little bit of panic. All right, this is gonna go here, and then I want one of those witch's hats. So I know it shows up really glittery in the picture that I took. It looks almost gray or silver, but this really is just Winkostella, and I had two of them. I guess the one I picked now is like dying because it doesn't seem nearly as sparkly as that. Oh wait, yeah it does. I still need a new one. Okay. So we're going to let's do dimensionals on our Tombstone. And if you wanted to write something on there instead of stamping, go for it. If you had a little RIP or you wanted to write somebody's name or something. Oops, I feel like I got glue right on there. You know what, I wish that there was like a little kitty cat in that set. All right, now that glue is gonna dry. I'm not too worried about it. So I'm gonna put this hat here, and I need mini black ones for this. And I'm gonna double them up, 2 layers, and then 1. All right, because I want this to sit here. Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? Let me put a little bit of glue here. I feel like I'm all over the place with the adhesives. Who knew that you would need so many different adhesives? All right, I just want that there at a jaunty angle. All right, let me get my dimensionals out of the way. Now, I put a little flower on here. That is from the loose flowers, but I wasn't going to include that on there because I don't know if you want a flower or not. But there's purple and the papaya. You could also put, I mean, any little flower thing, or even a dimension, not a dimensional, like a rhinestone. Let me see what I've got here. I think maybe just one of these, yeah, that'll work. Just something to set the hat off. And I think one of these medium ones right down here. That's gonna do it. Nice. Oh, you know, that could have been a sorting hat too. If we wanted to draw a face on it. That would be cute. All right, and then I finished with some of the cute star sequins. I just love these things. All right, I'm gonna make it easier myself and just keep it the same. Highland Heather, pumpkin pie, and then a basic black. Okay, easy peasy. This is where I really want to see how you guys decorate yours. Because you all may have different papers, you may have different doodads, and I love it. All right, now let's put this box. That was our original. This is our new one. I want to keep things separate. All right, now for the pages. So like I said, these are 2x3 pictures. Our panels are going to be 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. All right, and I just had my note here. Oh, that's right, I tacked it up. So you want to cut your paper. So cardstock, you want to be 6 1/2 by 9 1/2. Okay, and I'm going to say 2 pieces. That's why I gave you 2 each. I gave you 2 of smoky slate and 2 of basic gray. All right, and this is how we're going to cut right up the middle. Each one of these is 3 1/4. And then we're going to score. And this is not to scale. This is so we're scoring at 2 1/4, 4 1/2, 6 3/4, and 9. So this is a little half inch. This is the tab that we're going to join our flaps to. All right, so each one of these is 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. Panels 2 1/4 by 3 1/4. So you can have pictures 2 by 3. All right. Now this also means there's only a 1/4 inch. There's only a small border on each of your panels. So I didn't do a whole lot of decorating because it's going to get covered up. See? So I tried to keep everything to the very edges, knowing that, you know, you may have a smaller picture here, or you may, you know, punch something out. But mostly this whole area is going to get covered up. Oh yeah, Peggy, this would be a great little book for your grandkids. So let's do the cutting and the scoring. And like I said, I am going to use basic gray. Our first one was, this was in the smoky slate, so I'm going to do the darker, and you'll have both. If you wanted to make, you know, colored pages too, that would be good. Let me put my little pin in my what's it, glue. All right, so 9 1/2 by 6 1/2. 9 1/2 by 6 1/2. Both pieces. 9 1/2, 6 1/2. Okay. And then I'm going to cut that again because I'm going to do my scoring. So each one of these, I'm going to do all the scoring this way, and then I will cut this right in half. Okay. So scoring, we said 2 1/4. And I like to flip it because I want my pages to, you know, with the accordion. So 2 1/4, I'm going to flip it and do 4 1/2. Then I'm going to flip it back and do 6 3/4. And then flip it again and do 9. And that's just because I like my paper to fold up like, you know, nice. So let's do it again. 2 1/4, flip, 4 1/2, flip, 6 3/4, flip, and 9. Okay. And then one more cutting. So you're going to get 4 strips here. I only use 3. If you want to use 4, that's up to you. I guess I could have cut this first and then not scored all this, but whatever. All right, 3 1/4. So here's my 2 panels and 3 1/4. Okay. And I think, I'm trying to remember, I am pretty sure I stamped everything and then attached it all, but some of my stamping didn't match up. Let's see if I can find that. Oh, like here, this is a seam and it doesn't exactly match up. So I'm going to stick them all together first, and then I will do my stamping. All right, let me put this out of the way, this out of the way. Like I said, I'm only using 3 of these panels. So let's just fold everything and crease it really good with the bone folder. I feel like I messed that one up. Oh yeah, that one went backwards. So I want an accordion fold. And they're all going to fold the same. That's fine. All right, so I score down, so then I fold it. So I've heard some people say bury the bump, and that's how I do it. And then one more. And then the last one. And I just glued these together. I did not use sticky strip. I feel like I messed something up again. Yep, there we go. If you wanted to use sticky strip, go for it. I just used glue. And I feel like I'm all over the place. This doesn't look like it's staying straight. And then one more. I love this little size. Little albums, they do it for me. All right, so here, this is how they're going to go together. And I have to cut one of the tabs off at the end. So I want my book to open like this. And here we go. So I'm going to put glue on this tab and glue these together, and that will continue. So let me just do that. So in this case, I'm using my Bearly Art Glue. And just squeezing it, tapping it. Good, good, good. And then same thing with this one. So I'm going to add glue to this tab. And I'm going to squeeze it and tap it to the bottom, to my table. That gets this line straight. And then just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So, let me just bring that up again. Like I said, I did not want to attach this, the album, to the bottom. But if you wanted to put the 4 panels on here. Oh, look at that one. My little stars fell off. Where'd that come from? Oh, that must have come from the front of my album. Yep. Okay, let's stick that back on. All right. If you wanted to add that extra panel, so you know, I added 3 swipes. If you wanted to add the 4th one, then you could glue this down in here if you wanted, but I didn't like that. I wanted to be able to take it out, open it up, look at it. All right, so this extra panel at the end, just cutting that off. You could get your cutter out. Scissors are plenty good enough. All right, so this is our first page. I just want to put my pin back in my glue. Oy. All right, so with the other one, I want it, so I'm going to decorate this one. I want 2 for pictures, and then like a little decoration. So like a little bit of, you know, pattern paper, little loose stuff, you know, we're using all our die cuts and everything. But first let's start with the stamping. So with this one on the Smoky Slate, I use Smoky Slate ink and black. The Smoky Slate ink here is not really going to show up, I think. Let me just test it out and see. I'll put it right in the middle where I'm going to cover something up. Oh, okay, it does. At least for now, right? All right, so let me go through, and like I said, I'm just going to stamp kind of like the edges, because that's really all that's going to peek out. And I'm just doing bats and spider webs. I'm not getting like too fancy, because it's supposed to be a quick little project. And look at that, I can tell already I got that a little bit crooked. All right, fail. Quick, but also you're not going to see most of the page, so why bother putting so much on it, you know? All right, and then we will flip and do the same thing. I really got to move this out of the way because I feel like it's going to get right in my ink pad. And then I'm going to add my spider webs. Now, so on the back you see our the flaps where we attached them. There's no avoiding that, so it's not the end of the world. And I don't think I put any words on here. Nope, I just did the spider webs. All right, so that's that for our Smoky Slate. Can you believe I cracked my chamois? Jeez. I really don't know how I did that, but I'm assuming it was dry and I tried to do something maybe I shouldn't have. All right, spider web, here we go. So, Memento black. And I'm just gonna quick get these edges. And you wouldn't necessarily have to do this if you didn't want to. But I want a little something. All right. Oh, and that's the front of our book, which I wanted that done anyway. I was gonna say, which I entirely forgot. So this is the speed stamping portion of tonight. You know what would be good too, if anybody still had the rollers that we used to carry. That would make quick work of this. Okay. Whew. All right. Now, next I went to the designer series paper for our little flaps. So I want them to be 2x3, which is convenient that our designer series paper comes in a 6x6. I mean, 12x12 would work too. Let me put this right under here. Keep that folded up. So like I said, in your quarter sheet, whatever, you're going to get some of the half sheets. So I chose, since there's 6 patterns, I chose the 4 that I thought were more just backgroundy. And then I had planned on cutting these out, or using these just to cut out individual things, and then I didn't end up doing it. So you can do, you know, doll yours up however you want. Oh, which reminds me, there is a punch that goes with this one. Halloween punch. I think that's what it's called, Halloween punch. That other set from the mini catalog. Sorry, this is going off track, but this is important. Let's go to this page quickly. Halloween. Yes, Halloween punch and Halloween cutest bundle. Page 51. So this stamp set, and that it matches, this punch matches these. It also will cut these same shapes out of this paper. This punch is on back order, and it's not going to be available until November 8th, the week of November 8th. So if you had plans, to order this later and make stuff, that is not even going to be here in time for Halloween. Okay. So you can still hand cut these out. I did not get that punch anyway. But at this point, you would have to hand cut this stuff out, even if you got the stamp set, because that punch is November 8th. That's crazy, but just so you all know. All right, back to this. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want 8 panels, and that's why I picked 4 of the patterns, because I'm going to cut them and get 2. All right, so this is, I want my pieces to be 2 by 3, and this piece is 6 inches. Actually, this was one of the 6 by 6 pieces that I already cut up. So let's go 2, and then I'll save this for something else, and then cut this at 3, and I'll just make a pile. So 2, and then 3. And I'll tell you, I'm probably going to decorate this just the same that I did, just to save time, because yeah, it is 8:45, but I do want to keep going because this is really just finishing up these pages and the decorating. 2 by 3. Okay. And then this is how I laid them out. So I laid out one side and then the flip side, one side and the flip side, and they're all black and white on the back side. Oops, at one side and the flip side. And then I put them in order of how I wanted to see them. Oh, whoopsie, I hit a button on my iPad. There we go. Shoo. So see how these two, this is in order. So I just put them in, I'm just going to go in the same order. But I didn't want like all the, like I didn't want a black and white right after a black and white, or however I did it. And then there I did. These were opposite. Either way, you figure out which order you want yours in. I'm just going to keep mine in the same order. So this one, then I did this one and this one. See here? And then I flip it over. Then I did houses and ghouls, which I didn't realize the first time there is an upside and a downside to these. These mostly go up this way. And I did stripes and scritchy scratchies. So let's tack down. And this is exactly how I did my first one. I laid them down and got the glue. And that had a little bit of a glue booger on it. All right, let's go around. So I laid down all my designer papers first. And then I went back and dolled them up. And then I did the cover very last. And this seems to work out pretty good. All right, and now let's find our album. So this is the front. So again, I wanted the first 2 to be blank. So I'm going to put this piece right here. And got my fingers in it, but that's okay. Let me spread this out a little bit. So 2, and then this one will go right here. This goes really quick this part. Let me just put the rest here. All right, 1, 2, here we go. Candies. And then our last page. Okay. I do like this Barely Art glue. It really sticks quickly. All right, and then I'm just going to set this up so I can see it. So then we flip it over. And then we will do the same thing. This is going to go here, 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 here. And I'll just do one at a time, glue this go around. Sometimes it's harder to pick stuff up that already has glue on it. Okay. And then these guys. 1, 2. And see how this is where the tab, so most of that gets covered up in this case and you don't even really notice it. See? So I don't mind that. And then stripes. 1, 2, right here. And then this is, remember, this is going to be our front cover. So 1, 2, this one's going to go here. There we go. Okay. All right. Now I think I put my ribbon on first. So notice my ribbon is only attached to the front. And that is so it can whip around and, you know, tie the whole thing up. You can't attach it to the back because we need that to stay loose so that we can still flip it. And in this case, I wanted to use the white gingham or the white organdy ribbon this time, just so they're opposite. Each album is just a little bit different. So let's go with the first page. So I've got Trick or Treat. Here we go. So I'm going to pick this little guy that I thought looked like a little tombstone. And Trick or Treat. And everything that I'm stamping is black or white. Or, I mean, black. Duh. Alright, then I took the ink pad and directly around the edges. And I got a little bit. Okay, easy. And I'm gluing this right down. Boop. Then I took a little spider web. And I'm trying to see, what do I have left? I don't want to cut up a new one. So I cut them in half and then in quarters. And I'm not worried about, like, one of them will get the lines. This one, no lines. It doesn't even matter. So a little bit of glue. I really do like this glue applicator, both of them actually. For the detailed glue or the fine tip, whatever. All right, and then I'm just going to wipe this off, hold it here. There we go, and just rub that off. So you don't need a ton of dolling up on each page, just a little something, because don't forget, the pictures are center stage. You want them to show off. You just need a little something. And you may choose to put some of that white, like make another tag and do some journaling. So, I mean, that part's up to you. Okay, moon. So I put one moon here, and then I use the other moon on the front. I'm going to do these opposite. So I'm going to do the yellow moon on here now. And then I will do the purple one on the cover. All right, so I do want a tree. I love these little trees. So cute. All right, just gluing this on. And like I said, the ombre glitter paper, I think it's called ombre. So some pieces are lighter than others. The gradient. All right, and I'm putting this down. You just want to make sure whatever you put on stays on your panel, so that when you fold it up, there's nothing hanging off or to get folded up on the inside. Okay, let's finish that. And let's put a few little stars. Let's do a purple one. And then again, a black one. Now, if I find that these are not sticking to this glimmer paper, I'll just go back and put a little glue on it and it'll be fine. All right, next set, I've got one of my punch outs and the witch's hat. So this one I did a witch's hat and the purple postage stamp, and then this with the flirty flamingo. I like those just like that, so I'm just gonna keep it the same. Purple, purple, and I just need that witch's hat. There we go. And again, I'm going to run some Wink of Stella on this. I like that the punch, it does show some of the detail, like with her buckle. I mean, not punch, the die cut. But nobody really pays attention. All right, and this one, I just put like right in the corner, straight. And then glue the little witch's hat. Again, just teeny tiny little bit of decoration just to doll it up. So you can write something on this little postage stamp punch, or you could punch out somebody's face and, you know, have like, "You're my favorite," and then they'll be like, "I always knew that." All right, more glue. This one, let's just put it at an angle and add one little star and two little stars. Easy, easy, easy. All right, flip. And I know it seems like I'm going quick. I didn't put a ton of thought into it when I did this the first time. I will say the back cover, you want to keep this plain. And that was another reason why I ended up with the green on this, because I thought this was, you know, cute enough by itself. Because this is going to, you know, we're going to tie it on here. So you don't want anything that's going to catch. And this is really going to get like a lot of wear and tear. So I left that one blank. All right, so let's move on. So there's really just 3 panels to decorate on this side. So I'm going to use pumpkin pie, extra large postage stamp, I think this is called. I like it. I think I used to have one that was like just a square size too. That would be cute. All right, and then again with this corner cobweb and just running glue up the what I can reach, and I just put this right down in the corner. Another reason I like this glue, this Barely Art stuff, is like this is going to dry and it won't be sticky to touch, like even if I'm not getting it all the extras up. Whereas with the Tombow, like it stays so sticky. So this, it'll dry like a flat, like a matte. So I like it. All right. And I'm going to do the same little dots or stars, a purple one and, an orange one, pumpkin and Highland Heather. All right, next up, we've got this little, this was from the Frightfully Cute, the Halloween dies. I like that. And we are almost finished. Thanks, Peggy. And then I'm going to add the fence. We had another little fence. I know I had 2 of these. Oh, here we go. Now I will tell you, when I was die cutting all this stuff, I have the chrome precision plate for my Big Shot, and I used that and had no problems. Spider web, fence, tree, all these little delicate things, no problems. All right, and then we'll put some more stars, black and purple. And then for our last one, I just did a half spider web. And this one was the regular basic black cardstock, and then I did the Winkostella, because at that point I had used up all the glittery ones that I cut for myself. So here's the other half, and I'm just going to do the same thing. Let's just color this. Now when I post this on my blog, I don't usually put the dimensions of stuff for the class, because you can always go back in the video and take a screenshot or write it down when I've, drawn it out. All right, a little bit of glue here. All right, so we are going to do our cover. Yeah, I've got that right here. So like I said, first I'm going to attach the ribbon to just the front, our front panel, and then we will do our decorating. Okay. Ghoulish Delights. Actually, let me just tie this up. Oh, as far as how much ribbon I used, 17 inches. I do remember that because that is the size of my mat here. And you have 3 yards, or you use whatever you have in your stash. You may even have cute Halloween ribbon in your stash. All right, let's fold this all up. So here's the front of our album. So let me get I do need this for a minute. Organdy ribbon. All right, let me put this here. So this is covered up, but this white piece of paper is 11 by 17 as well. So that is going to be a good measuring tool. There we go. And by the way, if you want to color this, should we do that? You can color this white organdy ribbon. Actually, let's do it. Let's color it purple. Let me just put this in here, because that's only going to take a minute. I need a block, so clear block, and you need oops, my cord is attached. You need a purple, a Stampin' Blend. What did I grab here? Dark Blackberry Bliss. I don't know if I'm gonna like that. Let me grab this one. Light Blackberry Bliss. No Blackberry Bliss. I want like Highland Heather. Here we go, Dark Highland Heather. And then I'll just have to clean this up with alcohol later. There we go. So I don't know if this is like going to wreck the tips of my markers. But they don't last forever anyway, so I'm not really concerned about it. So I'm just holding this down, and it is a little bit rough from that glitter, but it's not the end of the world. And I think I'm really going to like it being purple. Pumpkin pie would have been good too, or like a yellow, something that would stand out. All right, all over my hands, but that's okay. Alcohol will clean that up. All right. Ooh, yeah. See, isn't that pretty? Very nice. And like I said, this alcohol wipe will clean that up. So I'm going to let this dry for a minute. And in the meantime, I'm going to stamp my, I want to do this Ghoulish Delights, and then I will hand cut it. So I just want a little scrap. Because you guys had a, oh, here we go. You've got a half sheet, or you will have a half sheet in your kit, or whatever you're using. I just need a little teeny tiny piece. So Ghoulish Delights. This would be cute too if you had something, something that says, "Hey, ghoul friend," and then you could make that for one of your girlfriends. All right, I'm just hand cutting this. And then I'm going to cut the words right in half. Or, you know, separate them. Ghoulish Delights. 9:05. This is good. Okay. I was hoping I could get it all into one night. So then I can just take my time and do just a little bit of editing and post this to YouTube tomorrow night. So that'll work. So we've got Ghoulish Delights. And so, all right, let's go to our cover. I am going to need sticky strip again because I want that ribbon to really stay down, and the glue was just not a great choice with the ribbon. But I do want 2 little pieces. Hey, Penny. Thank you. You will have to catch it from the beginning. Oh, let's pick these off. Oh, here's my better picker. All right, so I've got my ribbon that I colored with. That was the dark Highland Heather. Oh, you have a thunderstorm? Yeah, I had enough of that. Was it last week or the week before? Ugh. All right, so sticky strip, our Highland Heather ribbon. And I'm just eyeballing, so fold it in half because I want the half to be like right here. So let's put that, I'm just holding it in place. And that looks about half. Oops, there we go. Nice. All right, now I'm just gonna go ahead and tie this. I really do like this as purple, you guys. And I'm going to tie it right on the side. I don't necessarily want to tie it on the side. I'm putting it on the edge because it's kind of a tight squeeze putting it in the box. So if I had the knot or the bow on the side, it might not fit very well. So trying to keep it on top. Oh, so pretty. I love it. All right, now since I'm doing opposites, I want the purple moon. I think I'm also going to do the purple, this thing, postage stamp. And then I need that other owl, just because he's cute and I want him. Somehow when I dumped out all these die cuts, okay, here we go. It did not go the way I wanted. All right, so glue this down. Now, if you wanted to stamp all over this, obviously, you can doll yours up however you wish. All right, so I'm putting that there. And then we will have more glue. Then I'm going to put my moon down, my purple moon. Ooh, this is really cute. Cute, cute, cute. Hold that there for a minute while I dig around in my pile for the other tree. Here we go. I love it. And I am going to look for some Halloween pictures in the next couple of weeks. Oh, I love it. So this gives me more card ideas too. I love this purple. Yeah. All right. And everything is just, I'm keeping it flat just because I don't want to add so much bulk, because the pictures are going to add enough bulk, you know? Ooh, baby pictures. That would be cute. Ooh, or do you mean baby size? Yeah, these fit 2x3 pictures, Penny. That's what this album will fit. 2x3. I think they're called wallet size for sure. Purple's great for Halloween. Yeah. I use it a lot too, but I mean, just seeing the difference here, I am loving it. I like both of them. I like the orange and the yellow, but I'm glad I decided to switch it up. All right, and he's kind of just hanging out here, the owl. He's not in the tree. He's not, maybe he's just flying. I just wanted to use him, that's all. All right, and then let's finish up with some more of our little, actually this time I'm gonna put the orange one up here. I'm gonna do that opposite so it stands out a little bit more, and then a purple one down here. Oof. So cute. So cute. So this one we've got smoky slate background and the black and white gingham ribbon, and then the yellow and pumpkin. And then this one we've got the basic gray and the white glittered ribbon that we colored with our dark Highland Heather marker, Stamp and Blend. I love them both. Okay. And then we'll put them in our boxes. So our little album boxes. So see here, that fits in, boop, very nicely. And you have a finger's worth, so you have that much room to grow for your pictures. All right, and then this was the other one that I did tonight. And the only difference really is the spider web, the vellum spider web versus the bedazzling. And then I did the ribbons opposite. Okay, let me get this lid off and make sure this fits in perfectly. Nice. So let's put that there. That is your September online class. I hope you make some cute stuff. And if you make your own album, whether you use your Tombstone boxes or something else, please share your ideas on my stamping and sharing group, because I would love to see them. Okay. Now, if you want the kit, just a reminder, by the 22nd. So let me know. $36 for the make and take kit, or the class packet, whatever, that comes in, that I showed you at the beginning. Comes in the bag with everything cut. But if you have all your stuff already, just go ahead and make one. All right. Thanks, you guys, for sticking it out with me, and I will have this posted tomorrow on YouTube. All right. Thanks. Good night. I'll see you. Actually, I will see you back on Thursday. Okay? Bye.